And here we are live from Nick's Garage. It's July the 4th. I know it's a holiday. And I wanted to say also that it was Canada Day a few days ago. So July 1st was Canada Day. So I want to wish everybody happy Canada Day for the Canadian side. And also for the US Americans, which is July the 4th today. So happy Independence Day. And I know you guys are celebrating today. And I'm sure a lot of cities are going to have fireworks and so forth. So enjoy your day. But in the meantime, I just want to go through what I've gone through my shop this week if you guys want to know. Here we are on a Sunday. The shop is closed. I'm all quiet. I've got a list. I need to answer some Patreon supporters that they've sent me some questions, which I want to answer during the live show today. So I just want to take a little tour through my shop, see what's going on. I've got a few cars running. I have a few new cars that came in. And if you guys have any questions, we'll go in the chat later on and see if I can answer them if I can. Because, you know, it's only an hour and I guess try to do as much as I can. So let's see what was going on. Anyways, here I am with my Hellcat. I got my Challenger still in storage. It is a beautiful day. Summer's here. Carlisle is coming up this Friday. I was hoping to make it. I've got my double vaccination, and I'm planning to go down if the borders open between US and Canada, which I plan to leave Friday morning and be there for Saturday and Sunday. So do I have an answer for a lot of people that ask me that question is, am I going to be in Carlisle this weekend? To tell you the truth, I do not know. I'm just waiting for the news on the Canadian government on tomorrow or Tuesday because I don't want to come back into Canada once I visit the US and have to do quarantine for 14 days. As we all know, I've got a lot of work here to do in the shop. There's no way I'm going to go for a weekend in the US, come back into Canada, then I got to do quarantine 14 days away from work, which I cannot do. So I'll give you guys an update by you know, emails. People send me emails or whatever. I've got some phone calls to make sure a lot of Americans are expecting me. I'll keep you guys informed. Anyway, so in the meantime, hopefully the borders open and see how it goes. So anyways, we had a big crowd last year to go, but this year it's just that I want to bring out my Kowalski Challenger, which I built 2 years ago. I built it and I spent a fortune on it. I got it running. And then the next thing you know, we had a pandemic and I haven't gone to any car shows or anywhere with it. And I want to show it to everybody. And with my luck, we're still in a pandemic. So hopefully if the borders open, I want to take it to my first car show, which would be Carlisle, Pennsylvania this coming weekend. So till then, we'll see what happens. And in the meantime, I got my Hellcat here. Now that the hot weather's here, I also mentioned that the AC doesn't work. I also said it's only got 23,000 kilometers. The AC is not working. And just the other day, I received my part, which bolts on behind the AC compressor. It's pinched or has a little pinhole in it that leaks out the Freon. And of course, the compressor will not go on. So that's another little job I got to do this week.
How did that already go?
I don't know. You know what? 23,000 kilometers. It is a 2015 model car. Anyways, you know what? Things happen.
And you drive with your windows open. You don't even use the AC.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not an AC guy. I love the heat. Let me tell you, I'll walk anywhere in the heat. I hardly use AC. Of course, a lot of people that get into my car want to go for a ride. They die for AC, but I'm one guy that doesn't care about air conditioning. I remember going to Florida a couple of times with my family, and we go to these shopping malls, and you know, walking in the malls is like a refrigerator. My God. Anyways, you know what? I'm not an AC guy.
Just wanted to read out a question that popped up in front of me, Nick.
Go ahead.
Andrew Wilson is asking, he says he's a 13-year-old boy and he wants to know, do the Canadians celebrate the 4th of July?
No, they don't. We just celebrate July the 1st, which is a Canadian holiday. And we're not like the Americans, but we fall on the same weekend for also like the Americans have the Independence Day. What do we have for Canada Day? Probably the same thing. Relationship.
Fireworks, barbecues.
Yeah, we do the same celebrations like the Americans, but we have it on July 1st as Canadians. So practically it's almost the same thing.
That's it. Good question. Thanks for watching.
And you know, we're only 4 days apart and we celebrate on the same weekend, which is great. And for a lot of people, it's a long weekend. So that looks good for, especially when the borders open, we could go between US and Canada, which makes it great. But this year, it's kind of tough. The border's closed still. And to celebrate back and forth between Canadians and the US, it's difficult.
Yeah, we'll celebrate here together.
Well, we'll celebrate here together on camera.
Beautiful.
I also wanted to say something else. You know, we had mail time this week, and a lot of people were asking me about this book that came in from Norway. A lot of people were interested in this book here.
Called, what is it?
What is it? It is Torque. Let me tell you guys, if you guys are old-fashioned, old school, if it's a new generation that wants to learn anything they wanted to know about the internal combustion engine, it's all in this, handwritten. You guys, this is a book, like if you don't want to go to school. Let's say, for example, you're a young kid, you're in love with the internal combustion engines. By the time you finish reading this book, you're going to be a master at it, let me tell you. And by the way, if you guys want to apply to get a book of this is your contact right here.
Yeah, bodoni.no, bodoni.no in Norway.
That's right. And you guys, let me tell you, if you guys get one of these books, it weighs quite a bit. It's very, very nicely written, handwritten. Get one of those and you guys will enjoy it. And it'll take some time to read it, let me tell you, because there's a lot of pages in there.
And if you don't know what Nick's talking about, watch the last bonus video of the mail time. We spent about 5 minutes on the book.
Yeah, and it comes all the way from Norway. And this is practically, the guy spent his lifetime doing this book, let me tell you.
It's a work of art.
Look what else came into my shop. Corvette 66. 66. No, we had another one here yesterday and another one that came in later on in the afternoon. Two of them back to back. There's another one. It's a convertible. It's a 1966. It belongs to a good friend of ours. His name is Billy. Beautiful car. He's had it for a few years. It came in yesterday because apparently the engine is running rough, so I'm supposed to look at it during the week. I did not open the hood yet. And you know what? Instead of celebrating fireworks right now, let's get this car started. Or let's get a few cars started to celebrate the 1st of July and the 4th of July for America.
I love that idea, Nick. Fire them up.
Fire them up. Okay. I'm sure Billy wouldn't mind. Here we go. Oh, beautiful red interior.
We got the red and white. Where's the blue?
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Well, side exhaust, eh? Look at that. I see what he means. It doesn't run well. Well, that's something to look at during the week. We just got it here. I did not open the hood yet, but we'll look into it. That is the reason why the car is here. Then I got the Jensen. We did a test ride on this one. You're going to see it coming on the coming up video on Monday morning. I think the cruise with it. Jensen 1974 with a 440. You want to hear this one? Should I get it started?
Let's have a quick peek at the interior too, hey Nick?
Oh, come by and check that out. Here. It's a beautiful interior.
Gosh.
Okay, here we go.
Some pretty ones this week.
This is, I got a lot of pretty cars in my shop every week. And since I got them here now, we're doing a live show. I like to show them off. And let me see, do I have my switch on? There we go. Ain't this beautiful? Look at that.
Gorgeous.
There we go. This one's practically for delivery very soon. So is Tim's car. Got Tim's car ready. We did this video this week. I'm sure you guys have seen it. It was a pretty long video, pretty enjoyable to drive it. We had to work out the six-pack, or the six-bar, I should say. Thank God to George with the camera work that we found that the six-bar wasn't operating the first time we took drive on it. Came back a few days later, had it fixed, tested it again, and everything went well.
Sweet.
That's it. This is another one ready to go. This is something, eh? Another one. Then I've got Gaetan's Roadrunner right up above. He wants to know what's wrong with the car with the when he revs it at 6,000 RPMs. It's a 4-speed car with a Hemi. And we had the leaf springs re-arced because we had to raise the rear suspension about an inch or so. So that's done. So next thing I got to do is get the check out the engine, why it's misfiring at 6,000 RPM, which I didn't have a chance yet. Because we had a long week that was raining, and this reason is that is the reason why I haven't taken it out yet. So this coming week, it's going to be a sunny week. We're going to take it for a ride.
Gaetan likes to ride around at 6,000.
And Gaetan, yeah, you know, knowing Gaetan, he gives you carte blanche. You just drive it any way you wish. And the one thing I'm eager right now to do is finish John's car from Staten Island. I received the pistons. I've called the machine shop yesterday a couple of times trying to get him to move his butt on it. I asked him to please push in front of all the other engines to do the machine work because I need to get it here. I need to assemble the engine, put on the dyno, and then again, we still have to install it with air conditioning. So they've got a lot of work to do on this car.
Wow.
So let's get going on this. That's my goal right now.
How long did you wait for those pistons?
I think it was, I've ordered them sometime before Christmas. I've ordered those pistons. We have them now. They were custom made because we had to make longer skirts on a stroker engine. And these are not pistons that come off the shelf. So we got them made. So now the machine shop has them. And I've asked Renee to hurry up on it and get them done because I got to get going. Because with the new pistons, we're going to bore it out slightly 10th thou over and also balance the engine with the crankshaft with the internals.
I'm glad they made it. Good news.
And another engine we have installed is the Boss Haas. The Boss Haas was delivered yesterday. That's done. And I also have the Etzel motor that was had no oil pressure. When it came in here, it was clicking, clacking, lifters and rockers. But I've got the engine installed in the car. If you guys want to see it, I'll get the keys. I'll get it started. You want to hear it?
Sure.
Let's take a walk over there and see what's happening.
So I'm counting we've had a Chevy. We've had a Chrysler.
Yes.
Does this count as a Ford?
And this is a Etzel. Here it is. Let me just move this aside. Let me tell you, this was a pain in the butt to install. It was not easy. Here it is. I'm going to see if I can get it started. I think I got to turn on the switch. Do I? Let me see.
I'm going to pop around the other side and look inside.
Yeah, George, check that killer switch there. Let me see if it is on.
Didn't know she had a kill switch.
I got to turn on that main switch. Here it is. George, you want to pop that master switch there? Just click it to the forward position. That's it. Perfect. Okay.
Like ours.
You know, he's got a main cutoff switch. So, all right, let's see this thing get started now. There we go. Another one bites the dust. This car came in, my client brought a camshaft and 16 lifters to install. Why? Because they were all clicking. And I told him, I don't think it's the lifters that are clicking. They are clicking because they have no oil. And we checked the oil pressure just before we've taken out the engine. It only have 5 pounds of pressure. So we took out the engine and we found out the bearings were badly worn out with the crankshaft. So we had to regrind the crankshaft, got new bearings, put in his new cam, 16 new lifters, broken the cam, got it running. Then we stopped it right there yesterday, and right now all I got to do is tune it up before I deliver it. Sweet. There you go. Another one ready to go.
Should I put that switch back for you, Nick?
Yes, please. 1958 Etzel. I believe it's a 406, was it? Or a 361 cubic inch. I don't remember anymore. I'm so lost with this one here.
400 is a torque ratio. That's what I remember.
Right. That's right. Okay, good stuff.
We're hoping to test drive this one soon for an upcoming video.
That's right. Yeah, I can't wait. I've never driven a 58 Etzel, but you know what? Now that it feels safe to drive with the oil pressure, you don't hear the lifters clicking or the lockers. Nice to take it for a drive during the week. And you know, we got a nice week coming up, and it's time to make the road test. So let me tell you.
Beautiful. Just a bit loud right now.
It's a little bit loud. We got to fix the exhaust leak on that side because we need to install a gasket, and we also have to cut the pipe because we couldn't get the exhaust back on. And because the muffler pipe was so tight inside the frame, we had to cut the pipe to make it fit because on a Ford engine, it was very difficult to line up the bell housing with the tow converter with the 4 studs, with the flex plate, and at the same time line up the bell housing. It's not an easy task. We had the engine mounts removed, lowered in the frame, trying to mate it with the transmission, and at the same time with the exhaust. So it wasn't easy. Well, we finally got it done. All we got to do is weld up the exhaust pipe and then take it for a ride.
Nice. There we go. Big 3 startups.
Okay. Here, I've got the challenger for Mark. He came yesterday. He installed the front end. This one's ready to go. It's running. We put a cam in it. He's also installed headers on it. The only thing we're waiting for is that he's ordered an exhaust system for us to install. We got the headers installed, so now it's open headers, and we want to get the exhaust system done, so then it's another car ready for delivery.
Wow. Shame it's in the air. I'd like to hear that.
Mark, wish you were here. I know you love to start the car, but I have it up on the lift right now, but the time will come. I've got a late model Camaro here, but this one will not start because for some reason the engine is seized. So for that reason, I can't start it.
A little bit of work still to
For
be
what
done.
reason, I do not know. But anyways, we'll get it done. We're going to fix it.
Poor Chevy.
And then I got the Hellcat outside, and this one here is something unique. You guys want to see how a modern car starts? Come, I'll show you.
From 58 to 15.
From 58, this is the best part about my car. I'd love to bring my Kowalski Challenger soon, when I can. But here we go. This is what's so cool about my Hellcat. All you gotta do is before you even open the doors to get in the car, isn't that cool? They put this in so when it's a cold day in the winter, you can warm it up. But little do you know, when people buy these cars, they don't drive them in the winter.
Look how they flash.
That's right. And there's the ram air system. Check this out. Look. Look at that. This one's closed. You see it? That's a cold air package right here. And on the other side, it's fake. Look, it's blocked. So that's standard equipment that came with the Hellcat. So there you have it.
Gotta hear this one's exhaust.
And you guys want to hear a 56 Imperial? Oh, you want to hear the exhaust? Go ahead. Here. Here we go. Gotta listen to it when it wants to start. Here we go. Come on. You gotta hear it, George, when it starts, okay? Come on. And it doesn't want to start now?
Oh, that's
No, it doesn't
funny.
want to start. Why? You know why it's warmed up? Anyways, how about the Imperial, 1956? This car was built the year I was born. This one here had to come in because it wouldn't have a strong enough spark. So we installed the MSD ignition, and now we got it going. It's a 354 Hemi in it, and it's ready for delivery. It belongs to Joe. Beautiful car. He's got a few of them, actually. And this is one unique piece. There's another one ready for delivery tomorrow.
Absolutely incredible interior.
Lots of chrome in this car, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
It needs a nice wax job, and it's gonna look super. It's got a beautiful interior also.
She can open if I try.
I left the door open, George. You could take a video on it.
Look at this, fellas. Wow. Just exquisite.
I'm gonna start while I'm walking around the shop. Maybe I can answer some of the questions on our Patreon supporters.
Yeah, let's go in.
I'm just gonna get my glasses. I got a few questions, and for me they're very important to answer them because they also support us on our channel. Let me put the keys away. I gotta get my glasses. I don't know where I left them.
I can read you some questions, Nick. I don't remember where your glasses went.
Okay.
Where do you want to set
Oh,
up
I've got them. I've got them. Here it is. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hey, Nick and George. My question, Nick, is simple. Is there anyone next in line in succession to someday take this Ryan's of Nick's Garage when you decide it's time to retire? Ed on the Ridge. Ed, good question. I don't know because I'm old school. It's a dying breed. I do teach youngsters that love this job or the passion for these cars. So I cannot tell you the future if someone's going to take over. I really don't know. There's a lot of people like myself that are fascinated with these things. Yes, but are they serious buyers to come here and take over the shop when I retire? I do not know. The youngsters that work for me have the chance. I've always gave them the opportunity. When the time comes, I'll find out because, you know, I will offer it to them first because they know the clients, they know the cars, they know everybody, they have the contacts, they've been working the shop, and of course they've known everything, what goes in and out, what we build, and knowing a lot of viewers themselves also. So there's the question I wanted. I mean, there's the answer I got for you, Ed. I couldn't tell you.
Thanks for your question, Ed. We just wanted to explain to everybody these questions came from our beautiful supporters on patreon.com.
That's right.
People are asking maybe Vasili's going to be the one to take the reins.
It could be possible. Only when the time comes, we're going to find out.
We shall see. He's busy building his own shop at the moment with his lovely wife.
Yeah, he's got his own shop that he works part-time with his wife. They do wrapping or whatever little work they do on the side. So he's got his own thing going also. He works for me 4 days a week, and who knows the future? We're going to see.
Very nice. Also, I just wanted to answer, a lot of people are screaming, where's the 500? When we're walking around the shop, we didn't see a 500.
Yeah, the 500, Roger had some bad luck this week. And he had an employee that didn't want to work for 2 weeks. He hasn't shown up for 2 weeks for some personal reason, nothing to do with the shop, something back at home, I don't know why. And his other employee, I don't want to mention names, but they didn't show up because now that summer's here, people don't want to work. I do not know why. And also, on top of that, Roger got injured last week. I seen him came here. He had like a partial cast on his wrist. He got injured, and the first question I asked him, I wanted to tell Roger, how's the 500 coming? So after telling me all that, I didn't want to ask him any further because I just want that Charger 500 to come here. I want to get it done. There's a lot of parts sitting on the shelf. I got Robert waiting for me. I got myself to get ready. I want a few more pieces to come in. I have a few more pieces to come in for the engine, which I want to soon put on the dyno for Eugene. I've ordered those spacers for the rockers and rocker shafts, which I did not receive yet, which I've ordered over a week ago. So I should have them maybe coming this week. And at least you can get the engine running. Then the next thing I know, I'm waiting for parts on the transmission. Put that together, and then after that, I just want the car here, get the suspension on, drop in the engine, the tranny, the differential, and let's get going on it.
Yeah, we're certainly not hiding any of it from you folks, but
no,
hit a bit of a
believe
rock
me,
in the road.
Believe me, as you can see, there's a little bit less cars here right now because I've delivered quite a few. And, you know, I'm going to be going on vacation in August, so I want to get out as many cars as I can. And there's another question. Here we go. This is the one that measuring the engine on the dyno essentially insinuated to use of cold air intake on the engine. There's a lot of disagreement in the engine world about cold air intake results. What is your opinion on running engine with the aftermarket? Well, on some cars, it depends, you know. Like, for example, you take Kowalski, my Challenge has a double snorkel air cleaner. It's under the hood. Yes, it breathes in hot air. Then you could get a package like Tim's Roadrunner. It's got a cold air package. That will improve a few horses, like maybe 5, 6, 7 horsepower on a long run on the highway when you're driving. Cold air hitting inside the induction system. Like, you know, on the dyno, we're taking the room temperature, and the engine is going to produce what horsepower it sees. But we have SAE standards. In other words, there's the numbers that they're measured with pressure, barometer, and it's calculated inside the computer on board of the dyno room that no matter if it's a cold day, hot day, or humid day, when you make a test on that engine, the true horsepower is called measured, raw horsepower, which is at the crank at that time. But then when you go to corrected factor on the computer, it gives you the horsepower, the real horsepower, what the engine would produce on a regular, cool, so much humidity, so much, I think 72 degrees Fahrenheit, humidity, and barometer is a fixed SAE standards, which tells you that is the real power. So every time you look at a horsepower, no matter what type of day you're testing it on, or sea level, below sea level, or whatever the barometer is, go to the corrected factor, and that is your real horsepower.
There you go. Very complicated question. You lost me after about the first 2 sentences, Nick. Sorry.
It's all right. Just go with corrected power, and then you have it. What else do we got? Hi, Nick, small business owner myself. Oh, Lee Blasky. Okay. No, this is not a modern shop that we have a computer up front, secretary, and a waiting room. No, I do exactly what you do. I do everything on my own. I make the bills.
Just to let folks know what the question was, Nick, we sort of skipped the question.
Sorry.
Lee was asking whether you have a front office of people who help you with all the billing and everything else.
That's right. I do not have a team that helps me with the billing, valuations, mixing, what do you call it? Here, let me take a look at this guy, whatever, the videos. Who does your accounting work, billing, ordering, invoicing, estimating, etc. Well, I have an accountant that comes once a month, does all my accounting for my shop. But the rest, invoicing, estimates, it's all mine.
It's all you, right
Oh,
there.
that's right.
That's the guy.
Yeah, I do it all. Yeah, you know what? It's hard. I do everything computerized. No, I don't have no computerized nothing. You know, you're asking me that Yes, I do it exactly like yourself. I take the phone calls, I'll do the estimates, I do the, well, I also work on the vehicles, I do the valuations, I order the parts, I build parts, I do everything. I just practically do everything. I have a small team that helps me out whenever I need something, of course, like Vasily work on cars, I got Leo, and one thing after the other. But bottom line, I do practically everything here.
You even came in and on Sundays just say.
Yes, I spend many nights here to catch up on work. I might come here at nights to do paperwork, invoicing. Sometimes I have to do valuations on cars. Sometimes, you know, like I could get working on a car for 2-3 months, and every invoice I get, I just kept throwing them into the folder or the binder that belongs to that customer or to that particular car. And I don't know what it adds up to until later on when I put it all together and we take it from there. But as long as I know where every invoice that comes into my shop, I know everything. Let me just tell you. The computer's in my head, so I do my best with what I can.
Good answer.
I do whatever. You know what? If you get lost, then you're in trouble. That's all I can say. You know, it's hard. You know, I'm old school. I don't have a team that sits in the front as a secretary and does all my paperwork. I've been doing this for years. I never had any issues. Yeah, it is time consuming and tiring, but you know what? I love it. I still do it, and I'm okay with it.
Good stuff. Thanks, Nick. People are asking about Kowalski.
Kowalski. Kowalski, I'm trying to bring it down to Carlisle if I can. I was saying earlier. And Kowalski, I built it. Then the pandemic came in just when I finished the project. I haven't gone to any car shows. I haven't shown it off. The only thing I've done with it is made one video with George going downtown in Montreal, in the South Shore, and back here to my shop. That's as far as I've gone with it. I've only got 300 miles on it. I've never gone anywhere with it. A lot of people have not seen my car, and I'd like to show it off. Whenever the border was up, I'd like to go to Carlisle this weekend if the border's open. As long as I do not have to do quarantine 14 days on the way back into Canada, I will be there for Saturday and Sunday at Carlisle, Pennsylvania, this coming weekend.
He's not getting rid of the car, folks. He's
No,
gonna hang on to that one.
no. The car is not for sale. I still have it. Right now it's in storage nearby. And I took it out of winter storage, and I was hopefully now that the weather's nice, I like to show it off. But there's again, we have a sort of a lockdown sort of in here in Quebec. We could allow gatherings, but I think starting this weekend, I'm going to start driving it. Let me tell you.
Slowly but surely.
For sure.
Nick and I had our first restaurant meal together in 16 months, was it? Or
Yeah.
something, Nick? Wow.
It's been a while.
This week, fantastic. Hope everybody else is getting back to normal too.
Here I got.
Question from the Patreon team.
Here's another one from Joel Jenkins. Hi Nick, have you ever done a Gen 3 Hemi work? Yes, I did build a 2006 Chrysler 300 that used to be a 6.1. We converted it to stroked out to a 426 cubic inch. It was a car that we took out the engine, we built it into a stroker, and that was the only engine actually I did. And it went great. It was put into a car, which was done 4 or 5 years ago when I first came here. And that's this one Gen 3 Hemi I did. And knowing that client that I've built it for, man, let me tell you, he drove it hard for such a long time. And you know what? It's still holding. Really surprised it's still holding. He drives it hard, let me tell you.
Speaking of driving it hard, people were asking about the NEIKO I had in the background earlier.
The NEIKO, I'm working on the suspension, control arms. I've been waiting on a set of pistons to come in, which should be hopefully coming in soon because, you know, I've contacted the companies that make this stuff for this old school GM, Ford, Chryslers. I spoke to a few people, and you know what? They told me, Nick, everybody's with the Gen 3 Hemi, LS motor, Coyote engines, and you're playing with old stuff. These old stuff are not on the shelf anymore like they used to be. You know, you buy anything modern, yeah, you'll get the parts right away. But, you know, I'm old school. This is what my clients bring me in. This is what I work with, this is what they want, and this is what I have to get. So getting parts are not easy, even with the pandemic, it's even making it worse for me. So we're trying to do the best to get as many cars out as fast as I can.
But I heard you tell me that your client has given you permission to drive this one hard when it's time.
Tony gave me permission to drive it hard? Yes, because Tony's going to drive it hard himself. He told me himself that, Nick, you build it because I will drive it hard. So Tony, if you're watching, I know you will.
What they're built for.
Okay. And here's another. Don, here we go, another one. Here's another pitch-in question. And this is from Don Lemon. In your opinion, what are the reasonable price ranges for blocks and heads, small and big block, needing a rebuild? It's hard to say because every engine is different. You know, it depends what you want to do. Forget what the budget is. For example, Some people want to build an engine with a certain horsepower. Are we going with aluminum heads? Are we staying with the cast iron heads? Are we going oversized? Are we decking the block? Does the engine need a line bore, line hone? Does it need an extreme valve job? Does it need porting? Are we going to a roller cam? Are we staying with a flat tappet? It's hard to say, so I can't give a price on that. So it depends on how much horsepower you want, what is your budget, and then from there you take it to see how you're going to build the engine. That's all I can say.
And then you double it, right?
Sometimes you double it, whatever. Then we put on the dyno, hopefully everything goes well.
Good question, Don. Thank you. Don's very active on our Patreon feed.
Yeah. And Brian O'Carroll. Nick, when did you sell your silver? Oh, okay. All right. I sold my silver convertible Challenger. It used to be a 318 car, brown inside, brown exterior, which I bought out of Maryland in 1999. I built it. I put a Hemi in it, 4-speed, Dana 60. I made it red inside, silver car with a longitude red stripe. And I sold it to a guy named James when I was in Indianapolis at a Mopar Nationals in the year 2000. And we delivered a car to Wausau, Wisconsin in the year 2000. And the same owner had it for 17 years, and I believe, no, maybe a little bit longer. He sold it a year or two ago in Kissimmee, Florida. He sold it at the Meckham auctions. So he just sold it a few years ago. So he had it for such a long time. And let me tell you, when he sold my car, he got double the price. He got double the price I sold it to him. Let me tell you.
And the reason the gentleman is asking is because apparently he's been looking for his own 70 Challenger for a long time, but is about to give up the hunt.
Well, you know what?
Now wants to find your old car and buy it.
If you want to find that car, go to Meckham, look up their results and history, see who bought the car. It was sold out of Florida with the Meckham auctions, and you guys, the name of the person that sold that car was James. I'm not going to mention his family name, but his name is James from Florida, which he was originally from the state of Wisconsin. So if you go to Meckham, look it up, and you'll find it there. And see who bought it, and you guys take it from there.
Call me crazy, but I think it's really cool that one of your viewers might end up buying your old car and somehow driving it back for you to have a look at it.
By the way, the picture of that car is right here.
Let's see it.
I'll show it to you.
Car, man.
Here it is when I finished it. This also was done from A to Z within 1 year.
Can't believe it used to be brown.
There it is. There's the car you are talking about.
Let me get up there.
This is the year 1999-2000.
What a machine.
There it is. And let me tell you, this was a rough car when I picked it up. And now I turned it into a dream car. And then every car show I went to, everybody wanted to buy my car. I sold it for a good price, but then again, someone sold it for double the price after 18, 19 years. Shame on me.
Well, these things are investments too, aren't they?
That's right. Well, you know what? Give and take. What can you do?
Nick, I got to throw you a quick notice. Somebody sent you $5 from New Zealand, New Zealand dollars.
New Zealand. Thank you very much.
Just said hi. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching in New Zealand.
Yes, and we have another package from New Zealand that came in for mail time. On our next mail time, we have another package that came from New Zealand, so I can't wait to open that when the time comes. Okay, here's another one. This is from Matt Bork. If a person shipped you a late 70s 440 from a motorhome with a 6-barrel and a set of TTI 1/7/8 long tube headers with 3-inch collectors already bolted in and wanted to get 450 horsepower and 450 to 500 torque out of it running on 94 octane and still being able to use power brakes, what compression ratio would you be looking for to obtain 450 horsepower? What would you do to the 440 and what a person expect to pay? What expect to pay? I don't know. It all depends. And then again, on a cast iron head, if you're looking for good power, you got to pour out the heads, got to do a good valve job, and you got to get a good clench, deck the block, maybe shave the heads, put a thin gasket, pour out the heads like I said, put a good cam, make sure you have not too much duration on the cam so you can have enough vacuum for your power brakes. And what will it cost? It all depends what the engine needs. Then you're going to get pistons, you need to deck the block, doesn't need a line horn. I'm not going to say prices because everything varies, so I'm not going to give prices. I cannot say that.
Saw a really good comment from one of the viewers, Nick. He said, how fast is your wallet? Should be the answer to that.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people ask me how much does it cost to build an engine. It's hard to say. Every engine, every client has different ways of building their engine, how they want to build, how they want, they all have a budget. So I have to work with their budget, or sometimes you can give me carte blanche, tell me what horsepower you want. And then again, a lot of people want to have a high horsepower engine, unlimited horsepower, and they want to drive it like a Cadillac, you know. So it's not, you got to compromise, you know. You don't just put a 700 horsepower engine and drive it as a daily driver. I know some people do, but in the real world, like high spring pressure, high revving engines, I don't believe in that. You know, build something simple like Tim's Roadrunner, like my Kowalski, nice 400, 450 horsepower, and you know what? You're going to be happy with that, trust me. And you can drive this car, this kind of horsepower, all the way from coast to coast in America and enjoy it.
I find it funny you say that when your daily driver is sitting out there and it's got 700 horsepower.
There you go. And you know what? I drive on the economy mode, which is 500 horsepower. It's more than enough. I enjoy it. I don't race the car. I used to the first year I had it, but besides that, it's a nice car. I just drive it as it is.
Sounds great.
It's a Kawasaki Challenger I'm interested in driving, my 70 Challenger.
Oh boy.
You know, I love them both, but my favorite is that Kawasaki car, let me tell you.
Car's magical.
And I can't wait to get it out again, let me tell you. I want to show it
Amen.
off. I want to show it off and I can. Carlisle, come on, man. Open up the border. Come on, I want to hit down there.
Nick, I'll make you a promise right now, and
Yeah.
I'll make our viewers the same promise. If you can't get to Carlisle, I'll do everything I can short of breaking both my legs to make sure we have another beautiful video of Kowalski really soon.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
So at least you can share it that way.
Okay, here's another one. Mac Franks. Oh, here we go about the oil pan leaking on an F-150 302 engine. You know, you kept doing so many repairs on the oil pan. Okay, first of all, and then what you said when you removed the PCV valve. In other words, okay, let me tell you something. Every engine has to breathe. You know, if it has any pinhole anywhere and the valve covers are closed off and it got no breather, no PCV valve working, you are building pressure in the crankcase and it has to go somewhere. So any little leak anywhere you have, it's going to shoot the oil out of there. So for your reason asking me, what should you just do? Put an oil catch can? No. All you need to do is put one breather or two breathers, it will work fine, or one breather with a PCV valve that works, and that's it. Then you're fine. It's going to do the job. And there you go. So don't go crazy about changing oil pan gaskets over and over and over and then keep finding the same problem. When you pressurize the system, it's a no system. So in other words, don't pressurize it, let it breathe, and you'll be fine.
Good answer, Nick. I just got to interject with a couple more folks sending you money. Ed sent you $5, I think, and Dennis Cowdery just sent you $10.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for the support, fellas.
Here's another question. Isurist. Question for George. George, this is for you. What is your all-time favorite Knicks Garage car? Thanks, George, for doing the videoing and presenting at such a high quality. Without Nick, there is no Knicks Garage, and without George, there is no Knicks Garage viewable by the whole world.
Wow.
You know what? George and I work as a team, you know. He has the passion doing his camera work. I have the passion working in the cars. So we work as a team. We love what we're doing, and we like to pass it on to all the viewers around the world that love these cars that we work on, and that's what makes us great. So you guys, I got to thank you guys for joining and watching us, and for that reason, George and I work together.
That's it. And to answer your question, what's my favorite Knicks Garage car? It's impossible to answer. I really do love them all. I got a soft spot for the big Roadrunners. They always make my head turn. But the one that makes my heart beat the hardest is Kowalski.
Yeah.
Watching what that car came in as and what Nick made of it, every time I see the car, it just makes me pitter-patter. It's amazing. Amazing job. Congrats. Thanks for the question, fellas.
Did I miss any? I've got one left from Dr. Go. Okay, Dr. Go, he's got a long question here. He's talking about...
Full pager.
Okay, he's talking about, Nick, are you ever going to make time, or is there any way we can help as patron supporters to get your original 440 built? Question is, I know there's a lot of people that want to help me with this, and I got to admit that a lot of people did help me. I got a friend of mine, his name is Daryl, a good friend of mine. We grew up together from the back alley. He's given me quite a few gifts for the car, like the cluster, the steering wheel, the H-rack, the heater box. Then I had also, let's go in the back, I'm going to show you some more pieces. I've had a lot of help. Nelling also supports me in building this engine. I've gathered a lot of pieces. I've built the car, and the next thing I need to do right now, because you're saying I'm putting all my time and effort into doing customers' engine and cars first. Yes, I am. But the thing is, I'd like to get my original matching number 440 built, put it beside the car on display, detailed as it came from the factory. I want to. I thank you for the questions you're sending me here, and I appreciate it. But let me show you an example here.
Yeah, you're kind of selling him a bit short, Nick. He was almost offering to buy your time so that you would have the time to work on your own. It's so generous of him. But
I know. You know what? What I really wanted to do is I wanted to go to Carlisle put the car on display in Pennsylvania with my matching motor right next to it. But this year I had more engines than I could bite on. So I just wanted to say here, for example, Melling Tool Company and Automotive gave me cam and every piece, rockers, camshaft, rockers, timing chain, oil pump, valves. They gave me so many pieces, oil pump, to get the engine built, which is my Kawasaki engine. Then I got Donnie Oki, who just, when I located the original carburetor, which I got from a friend of mine, Terry, from Gananoque, Ontario, he got me the original carburetor for 1970, 4-speed car, UCO, 1970 Challenger, with a broken ear. So I had Dan, my welder, weld back the base here. Then I sent it out to Donnie Oki in Cortes, Ontario, and had it restored for me. And didn't charge me anything because he says, you know, Nick, it's yours. It's for your car. It's all yours. Then last year,
Beautiful.
I was making a comment on when I was polishing my rear backup light on my Challenger. And then I also had it installed. And then a month later, Andrew from the state of Massachusetts has sent me this NOS tail light, backup light for my Dodge Challenger. So, you know, I have to admit, there's a lot of people that help me out. And I'm sure there's other pieces that maybe I don't have in mind right now. A lot of help from a lot of good people. So I understand where you're getting at. And I will make some time. I really want to because I want to finish this engine. It's been on my head to get it done. I've got a lot of pieces ready for it. And I wanted to put on display because I got pieces all over for it. I got you know, the cylinder heads I want to do. I got the pistons. And I don't have the connector rods yet. But then again, I'm going to go back with the 6-pack pistons. I'm going to bore it out 30 over. I want to build it and put it all together as a detailed engine and not put it in the car. Because when I take my car out, you know, I don't have a rev limiter yet built in. Yeah. So I just want to beat it. And I know I've gone through many times through 6,000 RPMs. And, you know, I got to be very careful I don't damage anything. But anyways, in the meantime, it is a non-matching motor in the car at the moment, which is a test motor. But the real motor, the boss of the car, is right here beside me. And as you guys can see, I've got one engine after the other, waiting for parts and pieces. Look, I built this room to build 2 engines at the same time, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 engines at the same time. You know, I've got a 440 there that belongs to Eugene. I'm still waiting. I've got the push rods. I got the heads. I got a few things. I just want to get it done. Here I am. I got the push rods. I've got the heads bolted on. I've got his water pump that Sheldon sent to me. So I got the push rods, I got the rockers. The only thing is I need the spacers, which I ordered from Huge, and I have not received it yet. I've also ordered the A4 heads for Brian's 66 Mustang. Still not in. Then I had to get some cylinder heads with a valve job. Then I had to install some inserts on the cylinder head on this Hemi because they were too rusty, so I got those done. So that's on the waiting list.
Yes, it's a Hemi.
Yes, and then I got a Julian here, which I got all the pieces, so I'm working on it slowly together. This is Julian's for 455 Pontiac.
You got it, Pontiac.
Then I also got the valve springs, the valve seals, and the valves for Tyler from Gulf, Ontario, 66 GTO.
Tyler and Guelph.
There it is.
Nick, before I forget, Don, let me just throw you another question and some bucks.
Okay.
And here's the question Don asked, is this 66 Belvedere still around or is it back in the USA?
It's in storage. It's in storage here in, not far from here. It's in storage because Mike is waiting for the border to open, come here in person, and drive the car back home to New York. So that's why it's still here. The border's closed, and he wants to come in person with his wife and say hello, of course.
If you guys haven't met Mike, look at our old videos on the satellite. Mike is a personality bigger than life. I hope we get him back on the channel when he goes for his car. And
right now he's driving around with the Coronet, because I spoke to him the other day, and he's in Texas with his daughter.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
They love the engine room, Nick. Engines, and more engines. Look at that.
Yeah, I've got one after the other. And you know what? I try to do the best I can. What else? Do we have any more questions? Should we go in the chat, see what we got as questions?
I'm sure there's lots of people eager to ask you some. I've been trying to throw out a few as we go.
You know, I have to say that Melinda's with the family today. Melissa's with the family. So we're going to do it on our own. Melissa, enjoy your day off. Yeah. And of course, all Americans for July the 4th.
Happy July the 4th, everyone.
Happy July the 4th. And we had a visitor on Canada Day here in my shop last week, or should I say a few days ago. Larry Files from Ontario, California came to pay me a visit. Interesting. I was the only one in the shop. The shop was closed. He saw my Hellcat outside and he goes, Nick's got to be here. And he went to deliver a vehicle here in Quebec. And it was on his bucket list to visit our shop. And he walked in. I was looking at him and he goes, Nick, I knew you'd be here. And he's so correct. Anyways.
I think that's really sweet that they
That
just
is
take
sweet.
a chance like that.
That is very sweet, yeah. Cindy Lawrence, the Hudson Lauder here. Okay. Mac Franks, the carb shop's work looks really good. Yeah, Oki does a great job there, let me tell you. It's called the Carb Guys from Ontario. Dennis Crowley, I'm building a 60 Dodge Coronet 500. Nice.
Beautiful car.
Perko, what plane are Mopar cranks built on? What plane are Mopar cranks built on? What do you mean plane? They're forged steel cranks in most of them. Friend had a Bonneville with a 50 light, did burnouts with ease. Yeah, I'm sure. That's a torque monster also. Okay, what do I store? Richard M. Lowe. Hey, Nick. Richard. Big E. Daniel. What's your favorite holiday? What's my favorite holiday?
Good question.
I got a few of them. Christmas. I don't know. I like them all.
You just like to celebrate.
I
Whatever
like
the
to celebrate
excuse.
any holiday, let me tell you. Okay, here we go. Metal Station 1. Hi, Nick and George. Happy 4th. Thank you. Kenny
Thank you
Richard,
very
I'm
much.
excited for the Pontiac engines. Yeah, I got 2 of them right here. Okay. Paul Gazelle, thanks for taking us on the test drive on the 812. Awesome ride. Hey, did you guys like that video or what, eh?
That was fun.
You know, Tim gave me permission to drive it any way I want. And, you know, people ask me, you killed the car. Well, I didn't kill the car. You know, I just want to make sure it runs good. You know, you don't want to deliver a car and then the guy pops the clutch once and then it doesn't work. Come on, got to test it. You know, after all.
We used to get that comment so much more in the beginning of the channel. That
Yes.
why is he abusing the cars? I think they're finally starting to understand you need to test them.
That's right. I remember building a AA Arcuda from A to Z, a full restoration. And then I made a little video. We floored it, wide open throttle. We hit the brakes. We steered it hard. And then my client came to pick up the car and he was with his wife. And his wife asked me, why do you beat the car? I said, for good reason. Not because I want to enjoy it. It's because, you know, you put 1,000 bolts and nuts together. You want to make sure the car steers, stops, goes, wide open throttle, the gas pedal doesn't get stuck, especially a 6-barrel setup. You want to be sure it's safe before I give it to your husband and take it home. You know, he might hit the pedal once in a while, but you got to make sure. So if there's any risks, I like to take them on myself on an open road here in an industrial park area when there's no people around. And, you know, I'll take the risk and make sure the car's fine before I pass that on to my client. Just the same way I did with the Roadrunner. So that's because I want to take it for a joyride. I just want to make sure it's safe when I deliver the car.
Because you happen to be enjoying yourself is just a coincidence.
Yeah, okay, I enjoy myself. Yeah, but you know what? Because you know why I enjoy myself? Because the car's working well, that's why.
That's it. And you've got a passion for it. Nothing wrong with it.
That's right. Jason Rock, Nick, I almost stopped today with my son. Okay, Jason. Hi, you knew we're here, right? Greetings from Estonia. Sim, thank you.
Estonia.
Jonathan Lance, hey guys from Seattle, Washington. I love the show. Thank you. Thank you, Jonathan.
Thanks for watching.
Jonathan, is it me? It is me. Hi, Nick. John, how you doing?
Hey, John.
Bandit, hi, Nick. I'm glad you see my favorite show on YouTube. I wanted to also tell you I'm sending you something for your dining room. Love ya, Nick.
Oh,
Bandit, thank you, man. Thank you. Whatever it is, what do we need for the dining room?
I don't know. He's got
Whatever
a
it
flag
is.
in my editing room. So
Oh, we'll find out. Thank you, Bandit.
Thank you,
Sammy
Bandit.
Molina, happy 4th to you and everyone in the shop.
Whoop.
I just missed Lunas, New Mexico. Wow, the state of New Mexico. Paul Coachman, Nick's building muscle cars, not wimp cars. Thank you, Paul.
That's for sure.
Moustache one, Jean, he puts his cars to peace. Oh, wow. Cold starter reaction. This is Luke, Nick, and we help you back early. We'll be back early September. Just get well, and we'll see you in September, Luke. Just get well.
Yeah, look after your
How
family.
was Baba? Baba?
Uncle Bobo.
Oh, Uncle Baba, how's he doing? I was watching him last night, actually, on his videos.
Yeah, you guys both got to get good and well.
Guy Witcher from Daytona Beach, Florida. Yes, sir. Dan, hi, Nick from Illinois. Dan, thank you, Dan.
Hello, Florida.
Kevin Wilmer, hey, Nick, ever seen one of the Chrysler Turbine Cars? Ah, that is one of my favorites.
Oh.
I bought the book on the Chrysler Turbine Car in 1964. What, they built 52 of them? And they scrapped 45, 46 cars. Chrysler was into turbine cars, and all of a sudden, after so many years experimenting, they scrapped them. They crushed them in Michigan. I wish I had my hands on one. I would love it. And you know, they've given out like 48 units to 48 public cities in America to test them for a couple of months with a team from Chrysler everywhere to service them while they're running. And you know what? They were beautiful cars, great cars. And then at the end, it was just a total waste. Yeah, I know that turbine car very well, and they all have the same bronze color.
Did you see the way Nick sparked up when you mentioned the turbine car? He's crazy about that
I
car.
love that car. Hammerhead Garage. Hey, Nick, cheers from Nova Scotia. Yes, sir.
Hey, Hammerhead.
Here is Dennis Crowley. I would love to build ya. I will have to build you. I have to build. Dennis, I'm sorry. Tim Butler. All is good with the way Nick drove it. No big deal. Thanks for building my engine. Sell me Kowalski one day. Tim is watching. Tim, I hope you guys out there in British Columbia are safe from the fires, man. From what we see on the news,
Yeah, oh my God.
it looks bad news, man. Last year was California, and now it's in British Columbia.
The heat
Wow.
is insane.
Stay safe, you guys. John McDonald from Quebec. Quebec, hi, Nick. I saw you last week from Quebec City. John McDonald. Hey, thank you.
Hey, John.
Hey, Kim Hayes. Hi, I'm from Female Fans. Love some Nick's Garage. Thank you, sir.
Nice. We need more female fans. Tell your
Here's
friends.
an old movie about that. Here's what? Here, there is an old movie about racing the turbine car. Mac Franks. I didn't know that.
Oh, we'll have to
I'm
look
gonna
for
look
that.
into it. Okay, so now Mover Station 1. Jay Leno has one of the. Yes, I know Jay Leno has one of those cars. I know. It used to be from the Chrysler Museum in Michigan.
I think Jay Leno's got one of every car. Just
Yeah,
about.
Jay Leno. Well, Jay Leno, man. Lucky him.
Let's not forget El Amigo with
David.
$5. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, El Amigo. And David. Hello, David. Hello.
Cheers from Washington, El Amigo.
Cheers from Washington, D.C.,
Nice.
District of Columbia.
Yeah. Are you a swivel servant, as they used to say on another car show?
Yeah, look at this one. Roar Bakkerbutton. I'm from Norway. Just like that book I have in the front. It comes
Fantastic.
from Norway.
Beautiful
Fantastic.
Norway.
Kevin Barrett. Hey, Nick, keep up the great work from Virginia. Thank you, Kevin. Michael Deere. Hi, Nick, from Tennessee. Thank you.
Tennessee.
Jason Rock. Have you ever worked on a Daytona with the big wing on the back? No, not yet.
Have you ever raced one? Against one?
Have you ever worked on one? No.
Yeah,
It says
but
no.
did you ever see one in the streets when you were a kid?
Yeah, I remember one, but I never raced one yet. No,
Never raced
never.
against them? No?
Here's one from Blinky One, right on, Nick and George. There's Jamie Smith. Hi, Nick. I'm building a 1,000 horsepower by 6 Ford Falcon streetcar. Wow, that's
Wow.
crazy. That's crazy,
Flip,
man.
Put some wheels on it.
That's right. Here's Ken Heta. Hello from Belgium.
Hello, Belgium.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Belgium.
chocolate over there.
Okay, Dennis, I would have to build my 440. Okay, Dennis.
Send it on up, Dennis.
Send it up, and wherever you are, I will take care of it. Metal Station, love the one-day turbine STP car at Indy show. What happened there? Kevin Bob, the turbine car was a true multi-fuel motor tool. It sure was, man. Happy 4th of the Nixon from Sweden. Hard Rod Lee 54.
Hello,
Thank
Sweden.
you. Darren Brisson, I believe from Ottawa. Hey, hi, Darren. Howard Kennedy. Hi, Nick, from watching the show. Like and subscribe, PPL. What does PPL stand for?
PPL. People.
Oh, okay.
Like and subscribe. People.
Detroit Red Wing, happy 4th and much from Detroit. Thanks, great job. Okay, Detroit, Beer Hunts, Beer Reviews. It is a true Roadrunner Superbird, and the Toyota could go 200 miles an hour. I believe so. That's what I heard.
That's what it was designed to do.
Yeah, that's what it was designed to do. That's right. Howard Kennedy. No. Matthew Bork. Hey, Nick, love for the show from Castlegar, British Columbia. Another one from BC.
Thanks for watching. Is that the same
Thanks
Matt
for
Bork
watching.
who was in our questions earlier? Or is that
Maybe.
a different Bork?
No.
So many names. Sorry, people.
It's true, eh? You gotta remember that. Here's David Torres. Hit that like, subscribe. Yeah, you guys. I like this one here from Phoenix, Arizona. David. He said it.
Yeah, Matt Bork was asking about the 440 from the motorhome. I think
Yeah.
that might be the same gentleman.
Okay. He passed already. Jack Fleming fan Greens from West Virginia. Nick had a question for you. If you had to sell either the Hellcat or the Kowalski, John, which one would you have to go?
Oh, man.
If I had to sell one of them, it would be the Hellcat.
It's not
Of
even a
course.
question,
My
is
dream
it?
car is the Kowalski, man.
Not even a question.
Okay, the Hellcat is nice, but that's the Kowalski Challenger 70 that I built with my own hands is me. Sean Heather Bayless. Hello from Texas. Hello, M. Sharrett. More goodies from West Virginia. Got a lot of them here, right? Beer Hall. Okay, here's another
Ron, we appreciate your passion, but we're talking about cars here today. If you could keep the subject to cars, we'd appreciate it. Thank you.
We are all about American muscle cars. Jack Fleming fan. I don't blame you, Nick. Thank you, sir. Sean Heather. Hello from Texas. Kevin Wilmer. Had a poutine for dinner tonight. Good for you, man.
Nice.
Where was that? Where? I had to put this in Quebec.
Yeah.
Must be a Quebecer.
Well, he might have got hands on some
That's
cheese,
right.
made his own.
Here's another one. Kevin Wilmer. Okay, no, sorry.
Yes,
Sorry,
Meow
Hello,
Station.
Nick.
We miss Melissa. We miss her very much.
Yeah,
She'll be
Dr.
back. She'll be back. She didn't quit.
Eric Ball, keep up the good work. Thank you, Eric. Norbert, greetings from Netherlands. We are working on a Charger 7500. Great show. Nice, Norbert. Wow. We have a Charger 500 in storage to come in next in a few months, which is from Texas, which that customer of mine bought it from Manitoba, brought it here. Take out the 3.3, put a 440 in it. It's a 1970 Charger 500, which will be coming in a couple of months.
Very cool.
George Gecko, Agapi, Apoathina. Hope to see you in Paros one day. Yorgo.
Hey, beautiful
Agapi.
Paros.
I'll be in Athens soon. Hey, you know that, eh? I'll be in Athens very soon. I'm looking for Dimitri. I'm looking for his phone number because I want to get in contact with Dimitri in Athens, Greece. He has a 68 gray Charger. He's a viewer.
There we go.
I had his number. Dimitri, if you're watching from Athens, please give me an email. I want to talk to you.
There's a challenge. Anybody who knows Dimitri in
That's right.
Athens with the Charger?
Hello from Chicago. Viper Express. Thank you. Do you like the Yugo? Yeah, I like the Yugo. It's a simple car, cheap. Why not? It
Did
works.
you see Jason's video with the Yugo? Have you had time to watch that one on Old Car Guy, Nick?
Yeah, yeah. Clint's a high old school rocks. Yes, it does, Clint. Thank you. Matthew Bork. Yes, it's the same.
There we
Yes,
are.
it's the same, Matt. Thank you, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Thank you. Tim Korn. Hi, Nick. Love to watch your channel in Moncton, New Brunswick. My brother has a 6-to-1 Chrysler Windsor. Any idea where we could get a tail on lenses and assemblies? I've seen lenses in U.S. for $1,000.
Ouch. Ouch.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Wow.
That's a little bit out of my district, but you know what? Try Frank Parks in Somerville, Georgia, USA. He might have a contact for you.
Frank Parks, like
Frank
the
Parks
national
in,
parks.
that's right.
Somerville, Georgia, USA.
Okay, do you like Niagara Falls, Ontario? Kevin Wilmer from Niagara Falls, Ontario.
Hey, Niagara.
Okay, Kevin, Eric Ball, thanks for everything. You're welcome, Eric. I actually built another keeper. Would you build another keeper? No, the next keeper will be the 440 I'll build, which belongs to the car anyways. Gary Payne, hi Nick. I'm Langley, British Columbia. Love your show. Do you ever go to West Coast shows? Love to meet you. You know, it's hard to, I like to make time. You know, when I retire, I like to go to a lot of places, let me tell you. But right now, I'm stuck here. I'm full here. Hey, Clint gave us a nice donation. Clint, love you, Nick. Thank you, Clint. I love you too, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you, Clint Squire. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a long way to the West Coast for a car show, isn't it, Nick?
It is. It's far. You know, it's a long drive from Montreal to the West Coast.
Just ask Lucas.
Hell from Mackinac, Pennsylvania. Lee
yeah.
Turner. Lee Turner.
Nice.
Danbrook Baron Low. Hi from Abbotsford. Where's that?
Abbotsford, that's in the Eastern Townships, I believe.
Oh, okay. Florida Free State. Are you having a hard time with the connection? No. Are we having a hard time with the connection?
Oh, sorry you're hearing that. We're
I don't think so.
live and strong
Can
here.
you guys hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Everybody was saying
think
how
we're
nice the
good.
sound was earlier.
Bottom shot, Tim Cohen, do you watch Cold War Motors? They are Canada based. That's one of our guys.
Well, as Nick was explaining earlier, he has very little time at the end of the day to watch other YouTube channels, but Cold War Motors is always on my list when I'm
Okay.
copying files or stuff. Great channel.
Okay, Mac Frank says everything's working fine. Thank you, Mac. PZRX43, hello from Finland. Yes, sir.
Go
Thank you.
Finland. Fins are fun.
Mayo Station 1, connection good here. So, okay, we're doing good. Easy going, Nick. Have you ever wanted to sit on a wing of a Superbird? Yeah, I sure would, man. And I'm sure I won't break it. Let me tell you, I'm not a
Wow.
big, heavy guy.
Oh, boy.
Up to La Pointe, no perfect connection. What?
No, they say it's a perfect connection.
Okay. Michael Yanakopoulos. He's from Boardford in British Columbia. That's a Greekster.
Oh, okay. Okay. Abbotsford,
Yasu Michael,
BC.
Yasu Mihali.
Pardon me.
Okay.
Confusing my geography.
Yanakopoulos. That's right. Yanakopoulos. That's Greek. I should be able to read that very easily. Thank you, Yanakopoulos. Thank you.
Sweet. Who loves you, baby?
Yeah. Lee Hounds Beer Reviews. Have you ever drove a car that was scary and powerful? Yeah, you know what? No, not really. It's only when you drive dangerously and you have a lot of people around you driving fast, yeah, that would be scary.
Nick, I've
But
got a
I
question.
never got to that point.
What
Sorry?
was your impression the first time you drove a Hellcat with the 707 with the red key? What was that?
I said,
first
you know,
time?
driving a car like this, when I drove the Hellcat with 707 horsepower, 650 torque, it is a monster. And it is, you know, that's a car you can lose control, even though it has a lot of good traction, suspension, hookup, those spin tires. But you got to be very careful. You take a turn, you floor it, wide open throttle, you'll wipe out. So you got to know your car, you know. You don't just take anything and just floor it. It is dangerous, it is scary, but, you know, you just got to drive it easy and drive safe. Let me tell you, any car with a lot of power, it's, you know, you got to respect the power of every car you drive.
We're coming up to an hour, Nick. Maybe that's a nice way to end the show. We started with the Hellcat. We can end with you blazing off into the distance in your Hellcat.
Yeah, and once Hayes is asking me, do you consider CC Charge a muscle car? Yes, I do. Here's another, Tom Freely. Yes, I put in Indy, from Indy, in Nicholas. Yes, I put in Indy. Hey, thank you, Tom. From Indianapolis, I guess, from Indy. Nicholas. Bottom shot. Okay, do you watch Forestry Forest? I saw a comment on this channel also say hello from Saskatchewan.
Yeah, that's another one I've been watching. Foresty Forest is another very quality Canadian YouTube channel.
Yeah, here's Michael Benole. Greenish from an uninhabited island on the U.S. West Coast. No joke, love your show. Thank you, Michael.
Sweet. Uninhabited.
Yeah, first generation. Mirror Station 1 loves the 6670 Chargers, which is the first generation. Nice.
What do you think Michael's doing on that uninhabited island watching Nick's Garage, Nick? Is he camping out there?
I have no idea. What's he doing out there in an inhabited island? And he's watching us?
Yeah, sounds
Do you have a muscle car out there? Is there any muscle cars out there, man?
That's original.
I don't know.
Michael Barinelli. I'm going to have to keep an eye out for that.
From Pittsburgh. Love you guys. Joel Jenkins. Look at that, George. We're saying hello from Pittsburgh.
Hello, Pittsburgh.
Hi, Nick, from the Mike and Samson from Ohio. Love the channel. Thank you, Mike.
Hello, Ohio.
Bottom shot, West Side, India. Here as well. Thank you, sir. James E. 69 Ford Friendly GT Fastback. Beautiful car, man.
Sweet.
Cold Starter Reaction. Look, we will be filming with Cold War this summer. Good for you, Luke. Go for it, man.
Nice. Canadians ensemble.
Have you driven a Dodge Demon 840 horsepower? No, not really, but I sat in a couple of them that my clients have, and that's about it. Never drove them. Here's bottom shot. Anyways, we've gone past an hour on it. I just want to say to everyone, you guys, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. It's free. Get everybody to subscribe. Get your friends. Subscribe to my channel. And of course, we have Instagram called Knicks Official. Isn't it?
Yep, Nick's Garage Official.
Yeah, Nick's Garage Official on Instagram. You guys check. We put up a picture of the every
single day.
Every single day. Every Monday morning we put up a new video. So like I said, you guys like, subscribe, share, subscribe to my channel. It doesn't cost anything. And
if you can't figure out how to, just ask a young person. It's very easy. It's very free. Ask your nephew, ask your grandchild. Somebody will help you hook up.
Yeah, because I read some comments like a lot of people older than myself that want to watch the channel. They're not too expertise on the computers. So ask someone in the family or much younger than you that has expertise on computers. So you can sign up and subscribe and watch me just by pressing one button. So you guys, thank you for watching with us. Enjoy your day off on July the 4th. Enjoy the fireworks tonight. And what else can I say? Enjoy your weekend.
We love you guys.
I love you guys, and thanks for watching here on Next Go.